am Buntag, and welcome to another exciting adventure of my Filipino adventure. So let's take a peek at my house. Let me give you a quick tour of the house. It's not much of a house. It's it's big enough for me, and it'll be big enough for Yna when she gets here. Here, I live by myself. Now I will say at the beginning, and I'll show you some pictures that this was. I had just gone through a divorce. I didn't have much money, and this was during the foreclosure, like 2012, the end of the foreclosure thing, and this was a foreclosed HUD home, and it had been sitting vacant for a while, and it was trashed. Even the realtor, I said, "What about this house here?" She says, "I looked at it. You don't want that house." And I said, "What's wrong with this?" She said, everything needs to be redone." I said, "Well, let's go take a look at it." And the price was really, perfect for me. Enough that I could pay cash for it. And so I spent the next, 4 or 5 years fixing it up. And what I'm proud about the house is that I think I've only put about 10 grand into it out of pocket, because I work in construction, and so there's always extra materials left over from jobs, and of course I'm a painter and I'm pretty handy, so just salvaged materials and some elbow grease. It's not finished yet. They still got a lot more to do, but it's cute and it works for me. So let's take a peek. So hold on, let's do this. Let's take a look at some pictures of what it looked like when I first walked in the place. So as you can see, it needed some work. So here in the foyer, let's start here. Of course, this monstrosity here was there. I just left it. So I put some tile down. They had some linoleum here. Ripped that up. Put some tile down there. I removed and replaced every inch, every stick of molding and doors in the place, because they were purple. And they were that cheap, what we call teardrop style. So I got a closet when you first walk in here. These are original posters from 40s and the 50s. You can always tell because, let me see if I can see it on here. Yeah, they've got these numbers at the bottom. So here's the foyer, or we did. The floors, I rented the floor sanders, over Thanksgiving, so I got an extra free day. So I sanded all these hardwood floors. I couldn't believe the place had hardwood throughout the whole house. So I sanded and refinished all the hardwood floors myself. I've never done it before, and I will never do it again, because it was a pain in the ass. This is the poor couch that Molly kind of destroyed. It's on my list of things to buy. She definitely needs a new couch before Yna gets here. The bay window was there. So one thing I really did in this room was, of course, the floors. Replaced all the moldings. And here, this was an awful oak banister for the stairs going downstairs. So I removed this oak banister with all the spindles, and I put a wall up here. And I left a window open here. Over there, I figured maybe one day I'd put a piece of stained glass in here. As you can see, this house needs a woman's touch. I'm a bachelor here living in this house. I get some of my paintings up here. So it needs a woman's touch. So this is just some IKEA furniture. Dining room. The kitchen you saw from the photos, the cabinets were pink and purple. And linoleum floor. And avocado green countertops. So I was, of course, doing this on the budget. So this is just paint, as you can see from the pictures. It looks like it's like mahogany or wood, but it's just a faux finish. I painted them and made them kind of look like wood. So it's what I do for a living. And put in some new countertops, and I put a backsplash. Down the road, I'd like to get some new cabinets and redo the kitchen, but I was on a budget. The house came with no appliances, so I bought a refrigerator, stove, and a microwave used from some guy, but the refrigerator finally died, so I bought a new refrigerator. So slowly I'm going to exchange all these for stainless steel as we go. Okay, so that's the kitchen. Sorry, the house is not that clean. Here's the dining room where I make most of my videos. This is walks out to the deck, which is snowy, and I've got I got actually some really nice patio furniture, but of course everything's wrapped up for the winter. And then of course there's my lot, and if you see out there, that's a lake. I'm a couple blocks away from Pleasant Lake. And okay, so let's continue, shall we, of the tour. So here's the hallway. Here I just replaced, of course, finished the floors. I haven't replaced all the doors. I left this door here to show you. This is my reminder door of what this whole place looked like. There was holes in the walls. There was drawings on the walls. This place was just trashed. I guess the guy who owned it rented it out. So I got a little linen closet here. This is my messy office, and where I store my Star Wars collectibles, if you saw from my other video. So it's kind of messy. I should watch that Japanese girl's videos about organizing and throwing things away, because I tend to have a lot of junk for a single guy. And coming from a divorce where I ended up with a couple boxes and a few pairs of jeans when I walked out of the divorce, I seem to have accumulated a lot of stuff recently. Okay, my Pussy Riot print, pretty collectible. Okay, I'll show you the bathroom last. Here's where the magic happens, as they say. Here, the same thing. I just redid the floors. I replaced the moldings here. Had lots of drywall work to do in here. Replaced lots of drywall. I had to replace almost the whole ceiling that was falling in. And then this is another catch-all where I have to go through and throw a bunch of stuff away because I just like to accumulate stuff. So every time I get something I don't know where to put it, I just put it in the spare bedroom. So this is 3 bedrooms upstairs, and they're nice size, you know. And I replaced all the closet doors. And here I replaced the doors, but I still haven't drilled them out for handles and whatnot yet. It's a work in progress. And here we have the room I have not yet touched. This is the original bathroom when I bought it, because it really wasn't that terrible, except for they must have had some type of a curtain or something hanging there, because it's just a 2x4. But it wasn't terrible, so I kept it. But what I want to do is, of course, gut the whole room, and just I'm right down to the 2x4s, and redo it. I want to put overhead shower there. I'd like to get rid of the tub and just have a walk-in shower, but everyone says for resale value you should have at least 1 bathtub, and this is the only bathtub, even though I do have another bathroom downstairs. So upstairs, that's what you just looked at. It's 1,100 square feet. Not much. I'm not a rich guy. But it's a lot bigger than the houses in the Philippines. And then down here I redid this. Of course, I built all this. That was the banister. And this was just a cement floor down here. I put some Pergo, which was left over from a job. You know, this is a real mess down here, and I apologize. I have a nice little living room down here. But I had a little Etsy store for my crafts that I make. So this was like my little shipping area where I'd ship stuff out, package and ship stuff out. And I was cleaning down here for this video, and my vacuum overheated. There's something wrong with my vacuum cleaner. So that's why it's kind of messy down here. And it is a walkout. I have a walkout basement here. So you can, I'm not sure if that adds to the living space for real estate, because it is a big area. I've got a full bathroom down here. Now this was here. I just cleaned it and painted it, fixed all the drywall. But everything else here is original. Well, not everything. I put the mirrors in and stuff like that. There's a full shower in here. And there's a little, some storage here behind the door. So there's a full bathroom downstairs. And then, of course, this is, I gotta start remembering to move this slowly because it hurts your eyes. Of course, we saw a video here. This is my workshop where I make my props. And if you missed it, go search my other videos. There's a tour of my workshop in there. And it shows you kind of the things I make. Of course, here's some more leftover Star Wars stuff, because I'm a geek. And then also down here, we've got a nice closet. I painted this here because I've got a projector, and I'd hook up to my computer, and we'd come down here and watch movies. It's pretty cool. And here is a bedroom, a full-size bedroom that I redid for. It was kind of here. It was just kind of framed in, but I finished it off. And I had some leftover of these carpet tiles, all these from different jobs. They're not from me, I don't do carpet, but a friend of mine who's a carpet guy, he had a whole storage area full of, so I said, oh, give me like, you know, a mixed bag of all this stuff. So I just kind of laid them down, and it turned out pretty neat, huh? It's just different carpet tiles. And this is actually the biggest bedroom in the house. It's like 15 by 18. It's got a full walk-in closet down here. Only walk-in closet in the whole house. So I figured this would be good for Yna's daughter, Kate, if she comes along. And here, I don't want to spend a lot of money down here, so I just painted the floor and added the speckles. You can buy them in a bag. And I sprayed the ceiling black instead of putting a drop ceiling. I had a couple leftover fluorescent lights from a job. And I had some leftover cabinets from, these are real cheap cabinets. But I just put them up here, and I painted the sides black and painted the fronts white, so these kind of blend in. Actually turned out pretty nice just for, you know, a few $100 to redo this. I bought a new laundry tub, washer and dryer. Those shelves were there when I bought the house. I just painted them. Of course, this is where all my Star Wars toys and household collectibles are. The furnace, or as Yna calls it, the heater. And that on the other side of that wall is my workshop that we saw. And this is just where I store Christmas stuff. You know, all your storage down here. So, and that's the laundry room. So I think that's it. That's the tour of the house. You wanted to see it, now you saw it. It needs a woman's touch. It definitely needs, you know, it's tough to, and I'm sure other single guys out there will tell you that, you know, I run a business. I've got employees. I've got 2 kids in college, but I have to take care of them also. They don't live with me, but I have to see them. And, you know, I got to take care of this house too, all by myself. And I'm kind of a messy guy. So it'd be nice to have some help. It'd be nice to have a wife who would come and give me a hand taking care of this house. It needs a wife. And it needs a woman's touch, that's for sure. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Stay classy. Oh, I got a surprise coming up in the next video. Love you. Bye.